Some habits seem completely normal. Saying sorry too much, avoiding asking for help, feeling guilty for resting, always trying to keep everyone happy. But psychology says these behaviors may come from something much deeper: childhood neglect. Not abuse, not violence, just emotional absence. When a child grows up feeling unseen, unheard, or emotionally unsupported, their brain adapts to survive. And those survival patterns often follow them into adulthood, disguised as personality. In this video, we'll explore the normal habits that may actually be hidden signs of childhood neglect, according to psychology. Because sometimes, the things you thought were just who you are were actually coping mechanisms all along. 1. You apologize constantly, even when nothing is your fault. Saying sorry for texting, sorry for asking, sorry for existing. People who experienced emotional neglect often learned one dangerous lesson as children. Taking up space is unsafe. Maybe your emotions annoyed your parents. Maybe your needs were ignored. Maybe expressing yourself led to criticism instead of comfort. So your brain adapted. You became hyper-aware of other people's moods. You learned to minimize yourself. And eventually, apologizing became automatic. Psychologists call this fawning behavior, a trauma response where a person tries to stay emotionally safe by pleasing others. To everyone else, you just seem polite. But deep down, you may be apologizing for needs you were never allowed to have. 2. You struggle to ask for help. You do everything alone, even when you're exhausted, even when people offer support, even when you desperately need help. Why? Because neglected children often learned early that relying on others leads to disappointment, so they stop asking. Independence becomes survival. On the outside, people admire this. You're so strong. You never need anyone. But emotionally neglected adults often feel deeply uncomfortable depending on others. Not because they're strong, but because vulnerability once felt unsafe. Psychology shows that children develop trust when caregivers respond consistently to emotional needs. Without that emotional safety, the brain learns, handle it yourself, no one's coming. And that belief can quietly shape your entire adult life. 3. You feel guilty for relaxing. Do you feel anxious when you're doing nothing? Like you always need to be productive? Many emotionally neglected children received attention only when they achieved something. Good grades, good behavior, being useful. So their brain connected self-worth with performance. As adults, rest starts to feel dangerous. Silence feels uncomfortable. Relaxation feels lazy. And productivity becomes emotional validation. Psychologists call this conditional worth. You unconsciously believe, I deserve love only when I earn it. That's why some people physically cannot relax without guilt. Their nervous system was trained to believe survival depends on being useful. 4. You hide your emotions automatically. When someone asks if you're okay, you instantly say, I'm fine, even when you're falling apart. Childhood emotional neglect often teaches kids that emotions are inconvenient. Maybe no one comforted you. Maybe you were told to stop being dramatic. Maybe your feelings were ignored entirely. Over time, your brain adapts by shutting emotions down before anyone else can reject them. So you become emotionally private, not because you don't feel deeply, but because showing emotion once felt unsafe. Psychologists say emotionally neglected adults often struggle with emotional awareness itself. Sometimes they don't even know what they're feeling, because for years, their emotions were treated like something to hide. 6. You constantly overthink social interactions. After every conversation, you replay everything. Did I sound weird? Did I annoy them? Do they secretly hate me? This hypervigilance often develops in emotionally unpredictable environments. When children grow up around criticism, emotional distance, or inconsistency, their brain becomes obsessed with reading subtle social cues. It's survival. You learned to monitor moods constantly to avoid rejection. So, as an adult, your nervous system stays alert even when no danger exists. That's why many emotionally neglected people become chronic overthinkers. Their brain is still trying to predict emotional threats that no longer exist. 7. You feel uncomfortable when people care about you. This one surprises many people. Sometimes emotionally neglected adults feel uncomfortable when others are kind to them. Compliments feel fake. Affection feels suspicious. Healthy love feels unfamiliar. Why? Because your brain trusts what feels familiar, even if it's painful. If emotional warmth was missing in childhood, care can actually feel emotionally unsafe at first. Psychologists call this attachment conditioning. Your nervous system learned love is distant, support disappears, people don't stay emotionally present. So, when someone genuinely cares for you, your brain doesn't relax, it panics. Not because you don't want love, but because part of you never learned how to safely receive it. Childhood neglect is difficult to recognize because nothing dramatic may have happened. No obvious trauma, no visible scars, just emotional absence. But the human brain remembers what it didn't receive, and many normal habits are actually survival adaptations created by a younger version of you trying to stay emotionally safe. The important thing is this: these patterns are not permanent. Awareness is where healing begins. Because once you understand why you became this way, you finally stop blaming yourself for it. And maybe, for the first time, you can give yourself the emotional support you should have received all along. Sometimes, the strongest people were simply the children who learned to survive without emotional safety. If this video resonated with you, subscribe for more psychology and human behavior. Comment below, which habit surprised you the most?